People of the internet's Retro Raconteur here, and today we are going to rank all 39 suits for our boy Peter Parker. All right, so let's start out with the digital deluxe skins, which I actually don't have. Big thanks to PlayStation for actually providing me with a free copy of the game. Unfortunately, it did not include the digital deluxe suit. So we're going to start off with those. We got the Apocalyptic, Stone Monkey, 25th Century, Arachknight, and the Tactical Suit. Apocalyptic, dude, I'm sorry, F tier. F tier. Any suit that has the hair sticking out is just automatic F tier for me. Don't like it for Miles on the one that he gets at the end of the game. Don't like it for Peter. The rest of the suit's okay. Honestly, if it didn't have the hair sticking out, I'd probably rank it a D. But I don't know, man. Just not a fan at all of the hair sticking out thing they got going on. Stone Monkey here. Dude, this one's like a cross between a Power Ranger with a Power Ranger villain. It's not quite F tier, but I'm going to put it in D here. Oh, man. Yikes. This one, whew, I think it's going to be F tier here. By the way, guys, this is all totally my own opinion, obviously. As for my criteria, I'm basing this on a variety of things. Some of these suits I know a lot about, others I don't know much about. So it's totally my own personal preference. Again, you're entitled to your own opinion. All right, the Arachknight suit, or whatever it is here, of the Digital Deluxe, that is probably the best one of those extra skins, in my opinion. Even then, though, I don't think it's great. Probably not even a B tier. I'm going to stick with C tier for that one. And then the Tactical Suit here, we'll go D tier, but I do think it's better than the Stone Monkey suit there. All right, so now we're getting into skins that I actually have. The Saving Lives suit. This is the one that you get through the Yuri quest line. There's a look at the different variations there. Again, I'm getting some big Power Ranger vibes here. White Ranger, anybody? I don't even know if this is the right word, but it's like there's a total lack of depth with this suit. It looks like everything is just one complete piece, you know? It's like, where does it even go on? How do you even put this on? It's like they want the pants and the top to be a separate piece, but yet from the texture and everything, they do not look like a separate piece. Overall, way too much going on here in this one. I'm going to put it at D tier, and I will put it above the Stone Monkey, but below the other one here. Ooh, okay, the Kraven suit next. This one, man, I really want to like this one more than I do. It's not bad, and I mean, it's definitely like a unique look, the fact that you are looking very similar to Kraven, so I feel like I gotta go at least a C tier on it. Here's a look at the other styles that you get with this one, and I don't know, I probably like the default one best, actually. Yeah, getting a good look at it now here in-game, I think I'm good with it at a C tier. I do like that it's unique and that it is very distinct from the other suits in the game, and obviously borrows heavily from Kraven and his style. Life Story suit, man, gosh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a reason not to give this one an F tier. I mean, obviously inspired by Ant-Man, but guys, come on. Spider-Man suits as a whole, much better than Ant-Man suits. No offense, Ant-Man. It's like Spider-Man if he went to outer space. Maybe I could be persuaded to go up to a D tier. Yeah, it's not quite F tier level. I'll give it at least a D tier. Yeah, definitely D tier for this one, and probably at the bottom of the D tier list as well. All right, next we have the black and gold suit. No alternate styles for this one, so what you see is what you get here. And I really like the idea behind this one, sort of that circuitry pattern, almost like it's the internals of the suit. But even though I like the idea behind it, I'm still not loving it. Taking a look at it in-game now, I mean, black and gold does look really good together. I still doubt I would ever use this skin at any point. And really, when you're actually playing in game, you lose out on a lot of those little intricate details of like the circuitry and everything. So let's see, D or C? I think I'll go C tier with that one. All right, here we have the new red and blue suit. Again, no alternate styles for this one. So the blue here has sort of a shine to it. I mean, really the whole suit, but it especially stands out on the blue. On the front, you've got the black spider in the center, and on the back, you have the red spider here. Here's a look at it in-game, and I'm liking this one. It's definitely my favorite so far. I don't think this one's going to compare to some of the other suits that we're going to get to here shortly, but so far, I think it's easily the best one that we've seen. That classic look, I mean, it's iconic for a reason, right? And of course, this one has some different variations on the classic look that we know and love, but that's the thing about Spider-Man, right? He's changed a little bit in all the variations over the years. All right, but where to put you? I think we might have our first B tier here with that one. Up next, we have the Iron Spider Suit. So this one has that very metallic look. And another thing I love about this one is the fact that it changes the spider arms. You got to remember to check that because it does change on some of these different variations. This is another one, though, that doesn't have any other style. So it's just the style that you see right here. And I like this one quite a bit. I mean, I don't love the metal look for Spider-Man, but if you're going to do it, I think this Iron Spider suit does a pretty good job at that. All right, but where to put it? I'm kind of going back and forth between B and C. I definitely don't think it's as good as the one that we have right now, the classic one there, but I think it's a lot better than these, so maybe we just put it here at the front of the C tiers for now. All right, you guys know what's next. It is time. If you're enjoying the video so far and you want to see me do a ranking for the Miles Morales suits, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Really helps it spread to more people. Black suit, our first S tier. Immediately S tier. Like, no debate whatsoever. I don't even need to look at it in-game. I'll show it to you in-game here because it's so freaking awesome. Not only do they give us the black suit, though, you have multiple styles with the black suit. So you've got the regular one here, and then you've got this one, which I guess is just sort of a different shade of black. Also, the eyes are a bit smaller on this one. The white, easily the worst of this group right here. I don't think I would ever use that skin. This one, though, let's rock this one for a second here. On this one, what I love about it is at first you don't even notice this until you really start to look, but look at those subtle red and blue accents. You get the red on the right shoulder of Spider-Man there, the whole right side you see, and then the blue on the left, just constantly shifting as you move it around. This suit, I mean, yes, I grew up seeing this suit a lot in the Spider-Man shows and the comics back then, but it is really hard to go against this one. I think it's an immediate S tier. Quite possibly the best suit in the game. We'll just have to see as we go through. All right, the stealth suit here. You know, this one is really growing on me. At first, I didn't like this one at all. Again, no alternate styles here, so what you see is what you get. But if I imagine Spider-Man going on a true stealth mission, you know, he doesn't want to be detected at all. Obviously, you don't want to be going in with the bright red and blue or something metallic. I really like the looks of this one. So it's not quite A tier, definitely not S tier, but for its specific purpose, I'm comfortable putting it in a solid B tier right there. All right, next we have the upgraded suit, and I actually like this one a lot. I know I said with the Yuri suit that I didn't like how it looked all like one piece, but then kind of like separate pants and top at the same time. This one sort of has a bit of those vibes going on as well, but it's not nearly as busy everywhere else, and it just works for me. I like kind of the darker, wait, that's black, right? Is that dark blue or black? I'm pretty sure it's black. I love the black and red. Obviously, black and red always goes very well together. The super tiny spider on the front, I don't love that, but I don't really strongly dislike it either. Here's a look at it in game, so you can see on the back, they go with the white spider, so that gives us, what, 3 total colors there? We got red, we got the black, and then we got the white. I don't think it looks as good as the classic red and blue, but everything else about the suit is so good that I think I'm going to put it in A tier. Oh, and I'm so tempted to actually bump this one up right now. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go ahead and bump this one up. I'm going to put you right there in the A tier category. It's our list, people. We reserve the right to change it as we go along. Fantastic Four suit. I am not a fan of the default one. The blue and black, I like it on some of the Miles suits, but here it's just not working for me. The classic one looks a little bit better, but it's just so, the spider, it doesn't look like a spider at all. And I know it's trying to sort of hint at the Fantastic Four. But if you're going to go that route, then I'd prefer something much more like this third style right here. Even then, this is not one of my favorite suits. I doubt I would ever use it. Let's go ahead and throw it on here and see what it looks like when you're actually web swinging in-game. You know what? I will say, in-game, I think this one looks much better than just sitting and looking at it in the menu. When you're in motion, something about that blue, though. I'm just not loving the blue. It's like almost purple. I think you're going to fit nicely here in the C tier. Definitely below these others and probably a little bit better than these though. Upgraded Classic. Okay, this one I like better than the black one that we looked at before. Let's see, it was this one right here, the upgraded suit. But this one here, bringing in the blue, I think it looks so much better. I don't even know if you need, it's like a little bit too much black. And just where they're using the black, I don't know. I don't love it, but it's still one of the better suits in the game. For now, I'm going to go up to A tier with this one, but I'm going to put it in front of the red and black one here. The webbed suit. This one here is one of the classic ones that I'm just not generally a fan of. That red is too dark for me. I'm going to put it in B tier because it is still a classic suit, and that combo always looks great together. And I'm even okay with the webs having that different style, but something about the darkness of the red, and I mean, even the blue is really dark. It just, not loving it. The webbed black suit, however, ladies and gentlemen, you already know, another one straight to S tier. I mean, look at how good this looks. Even in game, it looked great in the movies. It looks great in the game. Just as soon as I got this one, it took me back to seeing Spider-Man 3 for the first time, and it looks great. Even today, I think this suit holds up really well. So yes, people of the internet, all the way up to the top Notice a theme here with our S tiers so far. We'll see if that changes, but right now only 2 slots in the S tier category. Next, we have the Iron Spider armor here, which has a couple of different styles. And you know what? I'm really curious. If I put on the blue one, let's see, do the abilities, if I go over, oh, so it does change. That is crazy. You get the gold arms with that one. This is kind of cool. The more I look at this suit, it's kind of growing on me. Let me go ahead and switch back to the default style. All right. Yeah. Now that I'm looking at this in-game, I'm liking it a lot more. Big time Iron Man vibes, of course. Here you go. Here's a look at the spider arms right there. You get to see that gold, and that looks pretty nice, man. I gotta say. Okay, for sure, this one is at least a B tier for me. At least a B tier. Maybe even A. When I first started, I probably would have put it C, but I'm going to go B here, and honestly, I think I may like it the best of the B's so far. Then we have the Secret Wars Civil War suit, complete with 4 total different styles, and this one's okay, I guess. Like, if you imagine Spider-Man going on a military mission, maybe he would wear something like this. I think of all the styles, I like the third one best. This is one category where if you go with a style like this, I feel like you might as well go all in. This one here, it's like they're trying to have their foot in both worlds, like, yeah, you can tell he's Spider-Man, but also kind of this military ops Spider-Man as well. And again here, I'm curious, if I pick this one, do we actually get camo arms? Does it change the arms to camo? No, okay, they're just silver. I was gonna say, if we get camo arms, that might bump it up a bit. I think this one slots comfortably here in the C tiers for now. Spider-Punk, oh my man, obviously a great character in the movies, but I'm just not feeling this suit, you guys. Just not feeling the suit. I might even have to go D tier for this one. I think he's better than the monkey and better than the whatever they called this one. But this is not a suit that I would ever wear. If you are into this suit, though, he does have some different styles. I think my favorite part of the suit, though, are the shoes. You gotta love the shoes. This one, you got the red, you got the black here, you got the white here. I think I like the black best, though. Of all the styles, I think this one on the far right here, the black and red, that might be my favorite. Still, though, even these styles, I don't think they can save it from D tier for me. The homemade suit here, I mean, they did a good job bringing it to the game, I'll say, and sort of representing it here in the game, but it's just not a great suit. I mean, it's homemade for a reason, right? He did the best he could. I don't love this one at all. Don't like the mask. Don't like the eyes. The spider's okay. I do think it's kind of cool how on the arms he has the web shooters right there. That's nice. I'm going to go with another D tier here, although I will put that one at the top of the D tiers. Up next, we have Spider-Man Noir, complete with the frame rate change, people. Look at that. Obviously, a very cool character, and I really like this skin, too. I know we've got kind of a theme so far, loving all the black and white skins, but this one really works. If you imagine Spider-Man as more of kind of a detective type character, similar to Batman instead of the Spider-Man we know, I think it's great. I'm going to go all the way up to A tier for this one. Not quite S tier for me, but I think a pretty solid A tier. The Arachknight suit here, I'm assuming this one is inspired by Moon Knight, and it's okay. I mean, the capes, look, don't get me wrong, the capes look cool. Hoods, they almost always look cool in video games, but something about the cape and the hood on Spider-Man, it doesn't feel right to me. Yes, it looks cool, but it doesn't feel right. I don't know. I can't explain it. Not really a fan of these alternate styles either. So many of these styles here, I feel like they give you Power Ranger vibes across a lot of different suits, which, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I love me some Power Rangers. And the cape and the hood actually in game, I mean, they do look pretty good. So if you enjoy capes and hoods and you're okay with them being on Spider-Man, then I think this is certainly a solid choice. All right, but now to the sorting. I'm going to put it at the bottom of the B tiers, top of the S tiers. I mean C tiers, what the heck? Yeah, I think C tier. Maybe even below the Iron Spider one here. The Anti-Ock Suit, back here in Spider-Man 2, along with some new variations. I think the first one is the best variation. I loved it in the first game, and when you got it, and the reasons you got it, and how you got it, that was all very cool. And it even looks pretty good here. I just don't think it can rate up next to some of the best suits in this game. Some things I do like about it, the simplistic nature for one. It's black and gold. Again, those two colors can work really well together, and they do. They work well together here. The metallic look, I think it just works on this one. It makes sense for this suit, given what it is. And I'm going to put it at the end of the B tiers here. I do think it's better than the Iron Spider one. Up next, we have the Superior Suit, and I'll just tell you guys, straight up, one of my favorite suits in the game. We'll see where I'm going to rank it here. One of my favorite suits, though. If you're going to do red and black, it needs to look like this. That red and black looks so stinking good together. And even the alternate styles here. I mean, the blue and black, that actually looks really good together. Definitely like the first one best. I do like the blue a lot more than I expected I would. This one's kind of cool. Hold on, though. Wait, does it actually change the spider arms to a neon green? No way, right? Dude, it does. It does. Hold up. We got to see what that looks like in game. Let's take a look at here. Nice. Okay, that is pretty cool. Now, of course, that also means that this one here, the one that we like the most, that should change them over to red. Let's just double check that. Yes, you can see right there. All right, then here it is actually in game. And yeah, you guys, I think that's an S tier suit, man. That is an S tier suit. S tier for our boy Superior Spider-Man. Gosh, are we actually going to try to rank between these? Maybe later. Scarlet Spider Suit, complete with 4 different styles. Sorry, not a fan of this suit, guys. Not a fan of this suit. Let's take a look in game. It looks a little bit better in game than I thought it would, but I don't know, just like how he has that top, it looks like he's wearing no pants or something, even though he very clearly has pants on. Then the belt and the wrist and the ankles, no, just not working for me. I would never wear this suit. I'm not going to put it in F tier. I will put it D tier, and honestly, I think it's probably better than the homemade suit just because it doesn't have the weird sort of eyes that the homemade suit does. Spider-Man 2099. This is a freaking cool suit. It really is. I like all the styles, actually. If you want to go with something crazy here and kind of have this teal and purple, you got the black and white, you got the black and red, and then you have what we saw in the movie, the Spider-Man 2099 suit. Here's how it looks in game. It's kind of like a cross between Spider-Man and Batman. You know how he's got the little fins on the arm there. I guess that's what you call them. And then the texture on this one is so good. I mean, you can tell that it's not metallic, yet it does sort of have this really nice sheen to it overall. And the spider on the front, much more pronounced here. Ooh, it's not S tier for me, but it is solidly an A tier. Yeah, for sure A tier. The Amazing 2 suit. We're getting closer to that sort of classic Spider-Man look that I love, but again, this one is just a little bit too dark. It looks very similar to, let's see, that webbed one right there. I do like it better than the webbed one though. Oh man, let's see. A tier or high B tier? Ooh, I think I'm going to go high B tier with that one. Up next though, we have the Amazing suit, and something about this one, you guys, I think it looks better in the game, maybe even than it did in the movie. This one has so many little details. If you look really closely, you can even see the web shooters just on the inside of his wrist there. I believe this style is from the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, and I don't know, there's something about how they really nail the colors. They get the colors right, and the texture that they have here, it works for me. Oh, and this one I'm torn. I feel like it's going to make a lot of people mad if I put this one S tier. I'm not sure what the general vibe sort of is on this one. Again, that's not what I should care about. That's not how I rank these anyway. But even me looking at it in comparison to my other S tiers so far, I don't think it's as good as those 3. I will put it at the top of the A tiers though. Tip top of the A tiers for sure. The hybrid suit, meh. Just a general meh on this one for me. I'll put you in C tier right away. The Kumo suit, man, I kind of get what they were going for here, but guys, it's an F tier for me. I don't get Spider-Man vibes at all from this suit. I don't think I would ever wear this one, like, at all. Next, we have the Advanced suit, which I believe this was Insomniac's from the first game. I believe they're the ones who designed this one. And honestly, of these styles, man, that black and white, I don't think I've even seen that one yet. That looks pretty fire right there. The standard one here, though, hold on. We shouldn't do this for every suit, but I feel like for this one, it is worth it to compare it to what they've got now. Oh, yeah, the new one is so much better. Yeah, okay, I knew there was something bothering me about this one. The legs. Like, see how the red kind of goes in and just stops sort of halfway down the leg? Not really a fan of that. Compare that to the black one, though, where it's just kind of this dark gray going down the side. That actually looks pretty slick. Okay, yeah, that suit is fire right there. How do we rate it, though? Do we consider all the styles or just one style? Because if it was just the black one, I think I would put it in the A tiers. But all of them, and especially considering that that one is the main one, I'm going to put it in B tier. All right, the Scarlet III Suit. So again, what we said about the hoods, it still stands here, although this one does not have a cape. So if you like the capes, then you probably like this one a little bit less. If you're not a fan of the capes, then you probably like this one a little bit more. Of the different styles, this black and red is kind of working for me. I don't know about this belt, though. It looks like a Power Rangers Power Morpher. Lots of Power Rangers references today. I'm thinking C tier on this one, maybe middle of the C tier. Ooh, do I like it better or worse than the Moon Knight one? I think slightly worse, actually. All right, people, here it is, the classic suit. And it is classic for a reason. The red and the blue, They look so good together, and they really did a great job on this version of the suit in the game. I think it looks really good here. And for me, at least, it is our first red and blue S tier suit. I gotta put it in the S tiers. Next, we have the Anti-Venom suit. And man, of all the suits in the game that I really want to like, but just don't, this one is right there. I want to like this suit so much. I do. When you get it in the game, and that moment in the game is obviously so epic. It's such an amazing moment, but the suit, I just don't love it, man. The white as the dominant color just does not look good on a Spider-Man suit, at least in my opinion. The powers that you have with it, S tier. That moment in the game, S tier. But the suit itself, gosh, I don't think it's quite C tier. I'm going to put it here at the bottom of the B tiers, though. All right, so these next two, I feel like you almost have to rate these together because of what they represent in the game. So you have the black suit. This is the one that you get first, and you can see it's much more alien than the standard black suit that we've already given an S tier. And then the next one here, Insomniac is just calling the symbiote suit, and you can just see how so much more the symbiote is taking over. All of the little tendrils there on top. It's very, like, muscular to me compared to the other one. And to be honest with you guys, I really like both of these suits. I think they also both look really good in the game. I think how they did it and how they showed it progressing throughout the game, I think that was all great. I mean, just look at this suit here. Look at this suit. And then just for comparison, here it is with the symbiote suit. So when you're playing in-game, I mean, you can tell a little bit of a difference, especially with the head and the arms right there. When you're web swinging, not quite as much. See, I don't want to let how good this suit is affect how I rate these, because let's imagine that we didn't have this one for a second. Would we rate these in S tier? I think I personally would, actually. I'm putting both of those symbiote suits up there in S tier with the others. And then we have the Advanced Suit 2.0, complete with 4 different styles. The first one by far my favorite. Second one is okay. Third and fourth, though, just, not a fan at all of those. And I think this one is definitely better than the first version of the Insomniac Spider-Man suit. It's still a little too busy for me, but I really genuinely love this suit, guys. Right now, I'm torn between S tier and A tier. I think it's that good. I don't know, man. Maybe it's the marketing working on me where I've seen this in all the advertisements, all the box art and everything. I really like this suit, though. But where do we go, guys? Does it rise all the way up to S tier? I'll tell you one thing right now, just from looking at this. I don't like the fact that I only have one red and blue suit in the S tier category. It is too iconic of a look for me not to have more up there. So we're going to do it, man. We're going to put the Insomniac, I think that's 2.0, Spider-Man suit in the S tier category. If you guys enjoyed this video, I just finished up my Platinum Trophy run of Marvel Spider-Man 2. Absolutely phenomenal game. Had a blast with it, and I posted my full trophy hunt over on my brand new trophy hunting channel. We've got several videos over there already, including Spider-Man Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2. Check it out over there on the left side of your screen now. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.